everybody, welcome back to another Kinnikin video. What's happening, y'all? Today's video is going to be a Hall of Critic worthy video about expectations. It bothers me to see people with all kinds of them because it just messes up everything in terms of fairness, if y'all know what I mean. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if y'all need my content. Make sure to hit the notification bell to be notified for whenever I upload. And let's get into this video. Expectations, things you would want, something that ungrateful people have a high case of, or a strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future. I'm a guy with low expectations. I'm also a guy that likes to look at the bright side of things. I don't expect much from people for me to like them, but at least I expect them to be respectful and trustworthy, just like everyone else would expect from a friend. I may expect a little more depending on the person, but most of the time that wouldn't be the case. Usually, if you can't show me respect and you don't seem to be reliable, I'm going to try to keep distance between me and that person. I also don't expect much for me to like something. If I get a computer that's decent speed with a few gigabytes of RAM, I'm satisfied. If I get a bike rather than to have permission to drive a car, I'm satisfied. If I even get $1, I'm satisfied. People with high expectations can be too specific with what exactly they want, they're ungrateful for what they get, and they keep on expecting more and more. If you give someone with high expectations $1, they would want more. Unless if they highly expected $1, I don't see why that would happen because you can't really get much off of $1. I mean, dude, I would still want $1 by any means. I could get an icy or a bag of chips for $1 plus a few cents, but I ain't really tripping over sale tax. I can just ask my mother for change or just get a few cents off of my change collection I have on the floor. My room is not clean. People with high expectations are probably less likely to get what they want in life, unlike people with low expectations who can be satisfied with a lot of things. To be honest, people with low expectations are probably going to end up far in life more successfully. Just saying. Although I may have low expectations, I can be ungrateful and upset with quite a few things, like where I live, what school I go to, what friends I have, and other stuff. I'm not saying that where I live and everyone in it is completely horrible. Well, some is. Most of the people are actually pretty humble and chill, but some people, sometimes I wonder who even raised these people. I'm talking about people who disrespect their parents, people who fight other people for some dumb shit, people who do all kinds of drugs and alcohol, people who be losing virginity in middle or early high school years, and all other types of junk. Not everybody who has done at least one of these things are bad in my book, but like, come on, man. Your parents raised you better than that. Although I may have low expectations, I expect people to be respectful in general. If you're the type of person who likes to fight people for either entertainment purposes or for something that can be gotten over with in a short period of time, you're not cool in my book. Due to the simple fact that it is not respectful to solve an issue like that. Me personally, I don't promote fighting at all. If someone were to try to fight me, I would try to pussy out. Many people would lose respect for me and call me out on not standing up for myself if I did that, but me and my family can care about what they have to say about me. For most people, they see a fight with two different outcomes, but from my perspective, I also see two different outcomes, but neither are good. Either you win the fight, you get in trouble with the police for assault, you get in more trouble with other adults like your parents and possibly any other adult that was involved in the fight, you get into more beef and drama with your opponent's friends for little to no reason, and the opponent gets away with it and don't learn shit. Or you lose the fight, you get your ass beat, your selfish friends stop talking to you, and your parents won't be able to do anything about it because you decided to try and fight the person in the first place. A good example of someone who has high expectations is parents. Usually your parents expect you to graduate high school with all A's and B's, go to a specified college, get a degree, become rich, or pretty much be successful in life. If you don't have those kind of parents, well, you probably have shit parents, no offense. My parents expect me to get all A's and B's in school, more preferably all A's, which I couldn't do because for one, some of the classes I had for freshman year were difficult as shit. English class was alright. The teacher was funny as hell, and I was good at making speeches, making me one of my English teacher's favorite students. One thing I could never get the hang of was the assignments that involved writing papers and all that. Those assignments were the reason why I always got stuck at a B. Most of y'all are probably thinking that if my writing assignments had kept me at a B, then I'm a pretty good writer. I feel like I could do better, to be honest. Physical education. I had an A in that class the entire time until the final grade. The teacher I had already was a pain in the ass, so he's lucky I participated in his class. Then he gives us a test on paper. I didn't do so well and it dropped me to a B+. Civics, I tried to do the community service back in January, but that shit went wrong. One time I applied for community service because I had to do it for civics. This was before I knew I could pass the class without having to go through what I'm about to tell y'all. After I applied to some program, I biked to the program when it was active. I remember it was 15 degrees outside and I didn't have any gloves at the time. It was so cold. I enter the building and all I see is people that look like they're in their 40s. It took me only 5 minutes after me entering the building for me to realize that the program I signed up for was for parents only. I'm surprised nobody questioned me if I was in the wrong place because everybody thought I was a dad that day. They also had free donuts, so... collections, nigga. You know my broke ass copped that shit. A few minutes later, the program was about to start and I needed to figure out how I was going to get out of there. I couldn't leave through the front door because that bit was supervised like white on rice. I didn't want to tell anybody that I was 14 years old. Luckily, there was a door leading to the hallway. It looked like it was where people shipped in things because there were boxes to the side. After I finished my cream-filled donuts, I sneak up out of there to the hallway. For a few minutes, I'm wandering around until I saw an exit. There was nobody there and I dashed. I snuck around the building, got my bike, and went home. I took a nice ass shower after that, and I never applied myself to community services again. I ended up passing that class with a C. Not what my mom wanted, but she should be grateful because I tried it. Another thing my mother expects me to do in life is to go to college or something. I don't exactly know what I want to do for my career yet. I'm thinking about being a successful YouTuber or a record producer, but if that doesn't work, then I don't know what else I can do that I would enjoy. I'm not trying to be a doctor or anything like that because I'm not trying to physically diagnose bodies. That shit is disgusting. I'm not even sure what college I want to go to. I do high-key hope that I don't have to go to college when I can do something really successful that doesn't require college, because college is pretty much high school. The differences between them is that you're held responsible for a lot of shit. You actually have to pay for everything you get from college, and chances are you're going to be an adult when you get to college. So don't be trying to go to parties with illegal substances, fighting people, or anything else illegal in college, because once the police pull up and you get caught up, your ass is going straight to jail. No phone call, no second chance, none. If you're not an adult who's going to college, you either started school early or use a smart ass. Well, that's it for this video. Thank y'all for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please leave a like if y'all like this video. Subscribe to this channel if y'all new to my content. Follow me on Twitter and Snapchat at KenandKen. Links will be in the description below. Share this video around to anybody who have parents with high expectations. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.